Imagine the man you love left you in the middle of the road. Well, that's what happened to me. Rain poured heavily from the sky, drumming violently against the windshield. As thunder cracked through, the silence like angry applause. I sat in the passenger seat of my boyfriend's car, shivering slightly from the cold. Instinctively, I reached out to turn down the AC and, almost simultaneously, switched on the radio. The voice of the radiographer filled the car, calm but foreboding.
Everyone, please stay indoors. A violent storm is coming.
We were on our way back from his sister's birthday party. The celebration was hours away from our place. I had lied to my brother, told him I'd be up all night preparing for an exam just so he wouldn't worry. We drove in silence for a while, the road stretching endlessly in front of us, the wipers working overtime to clear the sheets of rain. Suddenly, about 20 miles down the road, he slowed to a stop in the middle of nowhere. Confused, I turned to him.
Why are we stopping here?
He stared at me, long and hard, his expression unreadable. A chill ran down my spine. What's going on? I asked again. Why did we stop? Without answering, he unlocked the car doors. Get out, he said coldly.
Get out!
I blinked at him, baffled. Then I let out a nervous laugh.
Very funny. Stop the prank and let's go.
His voice was flat, emotionless. That's when I realized he wasn't playing around.
Get out now, or I'll push you out myself.
Ethan, please don't do this.
I'm serious, Amina.
The threat was real. I pleaded. Besides, it's pouring out there. I don't care, he muttered. Tears mixed with the rain on my cheeks as I stepped out into the storm. Before I could say another word, he sped off taillights, vanishing into the night. And there I stood, soaked, shivering. I stood there, soaked to the bone. Despite the cold, I could feel hot tears streaming down my cheeks. My clothes clung to my skin, heavy with rain. As I walked a little farther down the road, unsure of what I was even looking for, then I saw a truck driving slowly in my direction. Desperate, I raised my hands and jumped to get the driver's attention. The truck slowed and pulled over. As the window rolled down, I saw an older woman wearing a yellow sweater behind the wheel. She gave me a long look, her eyes scanning me from head to toe. I didn't blame her. Who in their right mind would be walking in a weather like this?
What are you doing out here in this storm?
I need help, please.
Get in.
I exhaled in relief.
Come on in, get out of that rain.
Thank you. I was so cold.
You're safe now.
The wet fabric of my clothes making a soft squish against the seat. Guilt hit me almost immediately. I was soaking her car.
I'm sorry about your seat.
Don't worry, my child. It's totally fine.
I could see the curiosity in her eyes, but she didn't push. I was grateful for that. I didn't want to talk about what happened, or think about the fact that my so-called boyfriend had left me stranded. I was breaking up with him the second I got back, no hesitation.
My boyfriend dropped me here. Just like that. I'm still in shock.
You don't deserve that. Don't worry. You'll be okay.
Thank you.
We rode in silence for a while after that, but my thoughts weren't quiet. They spun back to the moment it all happened. The way he looked at me before he drove off. How could someone you trust just leave you like that? Her voice broke into my thoughts. She asked if I wanted tea. I turned to her, startled but touched. I was shivering, and something warm sounded, like what I needed. It would have been rude to refuse her kindness anyway. Yes, please, I said. She poured the tea into a small cup, steam rising, like a gentle sigh into the air. The first sip felt like home, warm, comforting, safe. It thawed something inside me.
Thank you.
She just smiled and turned, her eyes back to the road, as the truck rumbled forward through the storm. I sat there, still broken, still confused, but at least not alone. After I finished my tea, I felt the urge to be polite, so I reached to return the flask from where she had taken it from. Her eyes remained fixed on the road. I reached for the glove box, but the moment my hand touched it, I saw a picture of myself and my boyfriend. I stole a glance at her again, trying to keep my composure, but her eyes were still on the road, unaware of the panic now building within me. Slowly, almost instinctively, I put the picture back in the glove box, trying to convince myself that I hadn't just seen what I thought I had, and also trying to act normal so she wouldn't notice. Finally, I spotted the lights of the gas station in the distance, and for a moment I felt a wave of relief. But just as I thought things were settling down, she took a sharp turn in the opposite direction. A cold rush of panic hit me, but I fought to keep my voice steady.
That's the gas station over there.
Oh, I know, child. My house is down this way.
She said she needs to grab her purse before stopping at the store at the gas station. I tried to hide my unease with a smile. Please, just drop me here. I'll walk the rest of the way. I wouldn't want to trouble you anymore with your kindness. But the moment I said that, something felt wrong. The relief I expected never came. Instead, a wave of dizziness hit me sharp and sudden. My vision blurred and the world around me seemed to spin. I slumped back against the seat, my body growing heavier with every passing second. What was going on? Are you okay? She asked, her voice filled with concern, but I could barely respond. My head felt as if it were floating above my body. No, I whispered, my voice weak.
Don't worry. You'll be fine, Amina.
But then her words froze me. She said my name. My heart skipped a beat. How did she know it? I never told her. Panic surged through me, and a terrifying thought broke through the haze in my mind. The tea. The tea I drank earlier. It wasn't just the rain or fatigue. It was the tea? It must have been poisoned. My heart pounded as the world around me began to fade. My eyes fluttered and I fought to stay conscious, but my body refused to listen. The darkness was closing in. Was this the end? I woke up slowly, my head heavy, as if something was pressing down on it. Instinctively, I tried to lift my hand to touch it, but I couldn't move. Panic crept in. Why couldn't I move? What was going on? Then it hit me, the woman in the yellow sweater. My eyes flew open as fear rushed through my body. I struggled, trying to break free, and that's when I saw it. I was tied to a tree. A dark forest surrounded me. Everything felt unnaturally quiet. The kind of silence that made your ears ring. Right in front of me was the truck, its headlights shining intense, cutting through the dark forest. I turned my head slightly, and there she was, the woman in the yellow sweater. But she wasn't alone. She was talking to someone. They stood close, their voices low, their expressions serious. Something about the way they spoke made my stomach tighten. Whatever it wasn't good. I squinted, trying to see the person more clearly. There was something familiar about him. Then he turned. It was my boyfriend. My breath caught in my throat. The world seemed to stop. They were working together. Shock hit me like a wave. My mind raced, trying to make sense of it. Why? What did they want from me? I'm not going to sit here and wait to find out. I have to get out of this. I twisted my wrists, trying to loosen the rope, forcing myself to stay calm. I had to do something, anything. But before I could make another move, something touched me. I felt it. A hand. Cold. It slid slowly over my head, fingers threading gently through my hair. I froze. Every muscle in my body went still. I didn't turn. I couldn't. My heart pounded violently in my chest, because in that moment, I knew I wasn't alone.